Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Tuesday, June 28th slate of MLB action. I'm super excited to dive into it. We do have a pretty decent slate today. Unfortunately, we only have one game on throughout the duration of the day, but we do have a lot of night games going on. So hopefully, I did find 3 plays that I ended up really liking. All of them are in the night games. I will talk about a lean though that I did have in the early game that is coming on. But regardless, I didn't want to force anything, and so I found 3 plays that I really like. One of them is an absolute lock for me, and we will definitely get into that. But before we do, I did just want to go ahead and say that we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance, as I always say. It truly does mean the absolute world to me. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. We'll do a quick recap as of yesterday. We were super close to bringing out the sweep. We were super close, and I mentioned it in yesterday's video. I was like, shoot, if we end up getting the sweep, maybe I'll slap some weights on, maybe do some bench press. Maybe that'll be my good sweep moment. But Paul Goldschmidt did not want us to. He did not want us to bring out the weights today. So we ended up going 2-1 on the day. Still a really solid day. We've had a lot of days of profit here in a row. We are on a 16-3 run. So we are doing really, really well here. But if you take a look at it, we did have the Rockies team total under 4.5. Absolute sweat. It got up to 6. In the 6th inning, it got up to 4, but then luckily for us, after that, they didn't end up scoring another run. Finished right at 4. It was definitely a sweat, but it ended up working out for us. Then we did have the Marlins and the Cardinals nerfy. Goldschmidt, I just want to talk, man. Come on. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, that one did not end up working out for us. There was 2 outs, literally only 1 out left, and obviously Paul Goldschmidt comes up, absolutely slaps the baseball, and it hits a solo shot. So they did end up scoring on that one. Then the Twins, first 5 money line. I should have definitely taken the spread for the plus value. I could have even taken the whole game spread, and it would have been still profitable. But we did go with the first 5 money line, and that there was absolutely no sweat there. I think the Twins won like 10 to it was a lot. The Twins won by a lot. So we did end up going 2-1 on the day. But we'll go ahead and dive into today's plays. So our first play of the day, we're going to be taking the Nationals and the Pirates over 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings. If you take a look at it, the Nationals, they are 43, 27, and 2 to the over in the first 5, which is actually the best percentage-wise to the over in the first 5 in the entire MLB. So definitely love our odds with that one. Also, they are 21, 16, and 1 to the over in the first 5 at home. Another really solid stat, just proving that they do a very good job of going over when they are at home. The Pirates, on the flip side of things, they are 35, 26, and 7 to the over in the first 5, which is the 3rd best percentage-wise in the entire MLB. And also on the road, they're 18, 8, and 6 to the over on the road in the first 5, which is the 2nd best, which is equivalent to a 69.2 over percentage in the first 5. So I will definitely be taking my odds with that one. Almost a 70% hit rate. And the Nationals, they are obviously very good to the over in the first 5 as well. So I will definitely be taking a look at that one. Also, Jose Quintana is going to be on the mound here for Pittsburgh with a 4.44 ERA on the road. So definitely nothing too crazy, but 5.63 in his last 5. He is starting to trend in the wrong direction. And he, through 4 innings versus the Nationals that he has pitched, he has a 6.75 ERA. So the Nationals do a really good job of hitting on Jose Quintana, and hopefully they can keep that up. So, and also Patrick Corbin is going to be on the mound here for Washington, who has not been necessarily great here this year. He has a 6.6 ERA on the year, a 5.87 ERA at home, and so not the greatest at home either, and a 7.23 ERA in his last 5. So he is really, really starting to trend in the wrong direction. So hopefully it does end up working out for us. Washington is also dead last. They allow the most runs per game in the entire MLB, and Pittsburgh allows the 6th most. This is an absolute recipe for an over in the first 5. This is my lock of the day. I absolutely love this play, so we're going with it. Nationals and Pirates over 4.5 runs in the first 5. So that's our first play. Our second play of the day, we're taking the Royals. Team total under 4 versus Texas at minus 118 odds. Sorry. The Royals, they do average the 4th fewest runs per game, so they don't really score a whole lot of runs when they are, just in general. They also average even fewer at home. They average 3.51 runs per game at home instead of their traditional, I think it was like 4.03. I forgot to write it down, but 3.51 at home. So they definitely do a lot better on the road when it comes to scoring those runs. Texas also is 15th in runs allowed at 4.17 on the road. So nothing too crazy, but I do think this Texas defense is kind of mid-level, so I definitely think that that's a little bit of an advantage versus one of the worst offensive teams in the entire MLB. Also, John Gray is going to be on the mound for Texas with a 4.18 ERA and a 2.64 in his last 5. So he's really starting to trend in the right direction, starting to get hot. Hopefully he can keep that up and continue that for us. So that's our second play of the day. Royals team total under 4 versus Texas at minus 118 odds. Now for our third and final play of the day, we're going to be taking the Diamondbacks and the Padres no-run first inning at minus 125 odds. If you take a look at it, Arizona is 25th in runs per game in the first inning. So they are very, very close to the bottom there. And San Diego is really not too far ahead of them. They are 22nd. So both these teams don't really score a whole lot of runs in the first inning, which is usually a recipe for a very good Nerfy bet. Also, San Diego, they are 4th. They allow the 4th fewest runs per game, so I'm definitely not too worried about Arizona in this first inning. I'm more worried about San Diego getting a good couple hits and bringing in a run, but that's a risk you have to take with a Nerfy bet. It is. But San Diego does allow the 4th fewest runs per game, just in general, and Sean Manaea is going to be on the mound here for the Sorry, I totally forgot to write this down. So, Sean Manaea is going to be on the mound here for the Padres with a 3.6 ERA in his last 5 games and a 1.38 ERA versus Arizona through 13 innings pitched. So he has barely given up a run, just in the entirety of his time pitching versus the Diamondbacks, and so hopefully he can keep that up for us, and at least through the first inning. After that, I don't really care. But Zach Gallen is going to be on the mound here for Arizona as well with a 2.79 ERA, so nothing too crazy, but I definitely still think we see some value there. Also 2.57 at home, so he's even a little bit better at home, which is obviously where he's going to be today. And he has a 1.5 ERA through 6 innings pitched versus San Diego. So both of these pitchers are really good against each other, and so hopefully they can each hold each other off for just the first inning at least. So that is going to be our third and final play of the day. Diamondbacks and Padres, no-run first inning at minus 125 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are on an absolute insane hot streak right now. We are on a 16-3 run. So if I've been helping you guys make some money, just do me a favor and just go ahead and hit that sub button for me. It truly would mean a lot to me. So that's going to do it for me, though. This is King Center signing out. Peace.